is tight, the sex amazing. I mean, what would you complain for? I just wanna make you happy. Every single night I'm tapping. You just got me so excited. Shifted into autopilot. I'll probably lose control in here if you're not around me. You're all I wanna know. Make my heart open up, and I know that it's tough. Ain't felt this good in so long. I don't know what I'd do without you. Sometimes I wonder if you'd ever leave me and stress me. 'Cause I can't go a single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're the realest that I've been with. I know you'll ride with me. I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, I'm gonna ride. There's no other way I can say this. You're driving me wild. Can't explain how I feel. I won't do anything to make you cry. 'Cause I can't do a day without. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're the realest that I've been with. This is too good to be true. Since you've been here, everything has been perfect. Yeah, I'll give my all to you. I give my strength, 'cause understanding and trust. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm convinced we gon' be forever. Yeah, I can't imagine it. If you'd ever leave me, it could stress me. 'Cause I can't go a single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're the realest that I've been with. I know you'll ride with me. I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride with you, baby. Oh, I'm gonna ride with you. There's no other way I can say it. You're driving me wild. Hey, you can say how I feel. I won't do anything to make you cry. 'Cause I can't go a single day without. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're the realest that I've been with. I know you're right with me. 'Cause I can't go a single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you're the realest that I've been with. I know you're right with me. I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, I'm gonna ride with you. I'm gonna ride with you. Focusing on my mind and real this shit. Can't give a fuck about how or hate to feel. Cold as shit, I made a real still. When I flip it's real, then you can sit on me. Anyway, me up in all touching. Just pop out and look at me with down team. Open up your eyes, yes, I'm the real team. I can be real bitchy, yes, I'm sweet. I don't know ways thinking I need. Oh, I already know me to compete. Bouncy, bounce, I put on the sheet. Sex amazing, me go out to weed. Only palm trees, I'm coconut leaves. Coconut oil, me slide between. Jump like a ready, don't even need a bridge. You got all motherfuckers doing this shit. Some say that I'm soft, even call me feminine. I always been your boss. You can come that. In the spot. What's good, y'all? On me, same people talking. Look on the step, know me. Some say I'm a pimp, some tell me I should model. Never been a fuck with your mouth, it's gon' cause a problem. I know that I'm gifted, but don't get me twisted. I can get you lifted, but don't get me twisted. There's another better, y'all should know better. All that talk don't phase me, you don't even know me. Respect my show, I'm supposed to be a ghost. Y'all can keep on talking it, I be walking it. Y'all can keep on talking, so say it to my face. Y'all can keep on talking, but y'all only be talking good. Y'all are really indie, say it to my face. Hey everybody, welcome to Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15, baby. That part. I hope you guys have had a blessed and productive week. I hope you all like the ambiance. I wanted to dim the lights a little bit for this episode. Get a little comfortable. Is that all right? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry I said it was going to start at 7 o'clock rather, but it's about 7:20 and we're starting now. So, you know, I apologize for the delay, but you guys know that things happen. For this one. And I just had to prepare and make sure everything was right. So I pray that everybody is having a blessed day. First and foremost, before we do anything, I want to just stop the music cold turkey like that. And I just want to say that today was a very devastating day. Back in 2001, I believe. It's 2001 when the Twin Towers were hit by a plane and fell, and we all know the story.
you know, I remember where I was on that day. I'm pretty sure that everybody over here in the U.S. remembers where they were on that day. That was such a tragic day, and New York being my favorite city, it really hit me. It still hits me, and anything like that hits me. I don't care where it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to see innocent people killed over some nonsense. So my heart goes out to everybody affected by 9/11, and that's everybody that was here. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that we were all affected in some way by that tragedy. But my heart truly goes out to those that were there, those that were in it. God bless you if you were able to live to talk about it now. And my heart certainly goes out to the families that lost individuals in this tragedy, all of the victims that lost their lives, that was so sad. So my heart definitely goes out to the families and friends that, people had family and friends and cousins and aunts and uncles and mothers and fathers in those buildings, excuse me. So, and even in the other buildings that fell, because there were other buildings that things happened as well. So I just want to have a brief moment of silence for them, and then we'll continue the show. All right, guys. Amen. So let's go ahead and we'll get right back into the show here. I just want to thank you guys for let me stop saying sorry guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me. This is Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15. And for episode 15, we are going to be drinking Bellagio's Chianti. Do y'all see that? And check out the bottle, guys. This bottle is absolutely amazing. Look at this bottle, y'all. Do y'all see this beautiful bottle? The basket weave and everything. Chianti is a region in Italy, I believe. Yes. Isn't it Italy, they said? Yeah. Exactly. Chianti is a region in Italy. This is a dry red wine. But according to what some people are saying, it's not as dry as you think. So we're gonna taste that in just a moment. I decided to do some red wine today. You guys know I'm a white wine type of guy. I love my white wine. But today we're gonna go ahead and do some red wine. So I hope that you guys have had a blessed and amazing week so far. If it hasn't been that great, I'm sorry to hear that. Keep it real with yourself, but keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? We have to keep it real with ourselves. Sometimes the day, the week, and everything is frustrating, and you know what I'm saying? And it's all good. We're human beings. We're people. You know what I'm saying? But keep it positive in spite of all of that nonsense. Just know that, negativity will always try to hit you, especially when you're a positive individual, especially when you're doing positive things. There's always going to be times where little negative things try to come and attack and do things, but they can't touch you, baby. They can't penetrate you, baby. Okay? All right, now. I don't know why those keep going out. This is so weird. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh my God, on camera. God bless me. That was loud too, y'all. Hey. This one is called Time for My EP Penetration. Give me a moment, guys. Y'all know I'm trying to burn my incense. Y'all know how I do. I don't know why it keeps going out. We only with one night. Okay. Now guys, just a little bit about this wine because we're going to go ahead and crack this bottle right on open, okay? So according to the Wine Chateau, this is what the Wine Chateau says about this wonderful wine. Now this is Bellagio Chianti, okay? So it says here, while Chianti may be the single best known Italian wine in the world, its taste and quality can vary dramatically among producers. For wine lovers, Bellagio Chianti represents a treasure they can trust. Bellagio Chianti, available in the traditional straw-covered bottle, known as Fiasco, is a vibrant ruby red wine with a full bouquet reminiscent. Is that how you say it? Yeah, reminiscent of violets, and is ideal with veal, Italian dishes, and cheeses. Okay. Now the color is ruby red with purple hues. It's full of reminiscent violets. The taste is dry and smooth with zesty notes of cherry and berry fruit. So that's why I heard some of the people, I read some of the reviews, guys, before y'all, before I present to y'all, I read them a little bit, sometimes. And the people were saying, let me button this one. Y'all know I like to keep my shirt open and get some air while I'm on camera, okay? The people were saying some great things, but they were also saying that even though it is a dry wine, it's not super dry. Nah, this needs to be on butter, baby. Oh, am I good? I'm good. Ooh, I really wish I knew what. Alright, now, it says it's ideal with veal, pastas, and cheeses. So this goes good with pastas, especially, I love Italian food and I love pasta. Now y'all know that I am vegan, so I have to do vegan cheese. And to be honest with you, I don't know, I have to find the right vegan cheese for me. But anyway, but it does go for all of you that still, that eat cheese and everything like that. It goes great with pasta. Put you some mozzarella cheese and all that on it. And go ahead and get you Bellagio Chianti. This is the wine of the day, guys. Let me show you guys one more time. Big shout out to everybody tuning in on Instagram. Love you guys. And big shout out to everybody tuning in on Facebook, baby. Okay? Ooh, I really wish I knew. Ooh. Okay, traditional fermentation on the skins for 2 weeks at a controlled temperature, and the wine completes it completes its fermentation in stainless steel, and then matures in the bottle for about 3 months before it's released. So this wine sits for a while, y'all. Y'all know this is good, okay? Now we're gonna go over some reviews in just a little bit. But right now, we're getting right into the show. So guys, I hope you guys are having a blessed and productive week. For this show, I'm going to do something special. Every show I have something special going on. I guess I got to cut this because there's no other way to get up in this joint. All right. I don't know the way to get up this. Oh, no, you don't cut this. Wait. I done messed up the thing. Let me leave this stuff alone. I don't want to mess up the basket part. Hold on, y'all. Okay, it is a cork. I thought it wasn't a cork. I'm doing the most right now. I done cut a piece of the basket. It's all good. I ain't never had this one, especially with all this is going on. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a blessed week. So I got a question for you guys, especially everybody that is a part of the LGBT community and those that aren't as well. But I got a question for y'all. So what do y'all think about that barbershop? I think I mentioned it on one of my shows before. But what do y'all think about that barbershop little thing that's coming out on HBO, and how Lil Nas X was asked about his sexuality on the show and everything like that? When Kevin Hart, bless his heart, I hope you're doing well. Prayers going up for Kevin. I think he's doing amazing from what I've heard, so thank God for that. But, hold on, oh my God. I'm gonna have to try to do this a different way. But they were saying that, the guy just basically asked him, about his sexuality and why he felt the need to, to tell everybody that. I want to know you guys' take on that. Like, what do you guys think about that? Me personally, he asking why, but why not? You know what I'm saying? That's a young, influential man, and he's a rapper, and he's gay. And I feel like, that's amazing. And it's amazing, and it's refreshing to be able to, for all that. Come on, guys, there we go. Bro, I didn't want to spill anything. But for everybody that, has gone through, being homosexual and bisexual and, just a part of the LGBT, whatever you prefer, for everybody that has gone through and is still, maybe going through some things with that, the struggle when it comes to that and when it comes to society and family and things like that. And, times are definitely changing, but, some people are still stuck in their ways. So, you know what I'm saying? But, I just feel like with that question being asked, okay, everybody's entitled to ask a question, I guess, but, he asking why, and I'm like, well, why not? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him saying that he's gay? And, You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes people might say, oh, well, why does that matter? You know what I'm saying? But it's not about why does it matter. It's about the fact that it's his platform. You know what I'm saying? He's the artist. And if he wants to share that with everybody, he can share it with them at any time. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like anybody has to say so. And it's very relevant. And it's very relevant to his career because it's wonderful to see a young black gay man reach that high of a status so quickly. So it's very relevant. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't see that all the time. And we all know why. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, times are changing and things are changing. And I believe that that's a landmark that he hit. That's just my personal opinion in it. So while they over there asking why not? That's just my opinion on that. Period. So at any rate, guys, you know, I would love to hear you guys' take on that. So leave your comments and things below. Even if you guys come after the video is over, leave your comments and everything. I would love to hear that. Hear what you guys have to say about that, you know? I think it's a wonderful thing. Big shout out to Lil Nas X, you know what I'm saying? And big shout out to everybody there that was like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said it, and why not? That's who he is, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else is comfortable with who they are. That's it, period. People's gonna find out one way or another. I mean, I don't get it. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The people goes right on through y'all, don't they? Ooh. So now on this episode of Wine Tastes with Tylamar, I am such a mess. But on this episode of Wine Tastes with Tylamar, we are going to listen to songs from my second album. So many may not know that Concepcion, which I released on June 20th, is not my first album. Okay, I've had a long career, a very long, luxurious career, and it's only just begun, baby. Because music is life, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing music since I was a wee baby. I gotta say it, a wee baby, okay? But, yeah, so, you know, my first album was personal. We listened to it, I forget what day that was, but I just did a show listening to my first album. So you guys got to go check that out on my Instagram feed and on my Facebook feed. And, you know, now I want to let you guys hear a few of the songs from my second album. My second album, I must say, was a very bitter album. I do admit that. It was empowering, though. You know what I'm saying? Because as an artist, you know, we express ourselves through music, or at least I'll speak for myself. I express myself through music and through my music. So the things that I've gone through and the things that I've been through, I go ahead and I express them through music. And there are so many people that have told me and that are still telling me to this day as I continue to release music, and I will continue to release music. There's so many people, and thank you guys, I appreciate you guys, that have been telling me, you know what, Ty, I can relate to that. And you know, when I'm explaining the song and everything like that, and they're like, man, I've been through something similar, and you know, this really hits home, and you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that helps people. It helps them. Like I was mentioning about Nicki Minaj's song, Nip Tuck. You know what I'm saying? That song helped me. You know what I'm saying? When she was saying, I'm gonna have to nip tuck, I'm gonna have to clip it, I'm gonna have to cut you off. You know what I'm saying? And even though it took me a minute to cut, you know, him off, Nicki Minaj's song actually helped me. It helped me realize, hey, you're a king. You don't have to sit here and you don't have to deal with this nonsense. If somebody's not treating you right, if somebody's taking advantage of you, don't just sit around and try to change that person. You know what I'm saying? It is not your job to change somebody. And that's one thing that I really have learned, you know, and I really have learned that now, you know, and it's a blessing to have learned that it is not my job to change people. You know what I'm saying? That's not my job. Period, point blank. And it's not your job either, guys. So if somebody's not ready for what you're ready for, that means that that's not the person for you. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. So with that being said, you know, I went through quite a few things back when I wrote this album. So, you know, I had gone through so many different things with guys that I was dating and guys that I was actually in relationships with, or and I haven't been in too many relationships. I can really count on, I think, one hand, how many relationships I've actually been in my life. So I haven't been in too many relationships, but you know, different circumstances will leave you in a bitter place. I'm definitely not there now. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? But these songs are still empowering, and they're still motivation. You know what I'm saying? And they're still real. You feel me? So in spite of everything, you know what I mean? I want to be very clear. you know, my music is an expression of what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And if you can relate, then you can relate. That's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not asking nobody. When Jasmine Sullivan wrote, "I'll bust the windows out of your car," she didn't want everybody to go around busting windows out of people's cars. That's not what she was saying. What she was doing is she was expressing how she felt at the time that she went through what she went through. Nobody knows what you went through. You know what I'm saying? And that's why nobody can understand and nobody can really say anything about my praise and how thankful I am and how grateful how I am in my spirituality and how, you know, and how I connect with God, because you have no idea what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just say that to say this. Some people take music way too far. You know what I'm saying? Let's be intelligent about it. You feel me? When Jasmine was singing, "I'll bust the windows out your car," she didn't say you go bust windows out of everybody's car and you go over here and ladies when he messed up you bust him with it. She didn't say that. She was expressing her reality at that time and where she came from. You see what I'm saying? And if you listen to her albums after that, they express different things. You know what I'm saying? So let people progress, let people grow, you know, musically. So I was in a bitter place here, and there are some songs on here, but we'll just get right into them. But at the end of the day, you know, they're all empowering songs, like this one, Renovation. This one is called Renovation. So we'll listen to this. Big shout out to Tone the Artist, who produced so many songs on this album rather, and he produced this one. This album was called Lost Love Letters. This is called Renovation. Listen.
Tired of knocking in and out of my door.
The line of the day.
Going on, you can't step on these floors. No one really cares about me. No one really cares. And no one gives a damn about me. You're using your beauty like a black card, but you can't check in me. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can care less about your swag. Your persona don't mean.
Pour your drinks, guys. Cheers to a wonderful week. Midday drinks with Tylamar. Cheers, y'all.
Too expensive to renovate me. I gotta keep you out.
No vacancy here.
Put the bridge you left. Take You walk it out, but you ain't pay all your bills.
Do you see longevity or do you see a cheap thrill? And you don't give a damn about what I feel. Could really care less what I need. So now that you packing, you fucking mad. That's too bad. Just remove all your bags.
You don't give a damn about what I want.
Could really care less about me. Now, what I'm talking about in this song is called Renovation. And it says, "I built up about 3 walls, and now I gotta keep you out. No occupancy. The debris that you left here is taking up place in Heartbreak Motel." I say hotel or motel? I can't remember. It's so long ago. "I'm too expensive to renovate. You cannot renovate me because I'm way too expensive for you to even touch me at this point. No vacancy here." So basically what I'm saying is that I'm in construction. You see how this is empowering? Even though I went through such a hard time, and even though this album was about love that was lost and heard and all of those types of things, these are still empowering songs. It's telling you that, hey, renovate. I was renovating myself. I said, listen, the shop is closed down. You can no longer come here. There's no occupancy here. You can't even step on these floors. You are no longer welcome here. You're using your beauty like a black card, but you can't check in here. You know what I'm saying? I say so many great lines in this song, and it's just basically about the fact when you finally tell somebody that, hey, you know what I'm saying? The way you've been treating me is horrible, and I don't have to stand for this. And I'm priceless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We're priceless, guys. You're kings and queens, and oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever let nobody treat you like you less than. You feel me? Come on, man. And that's what this song is about. So, I hope that empowers somebody. That one is called Renovation. And let's taste this Bellagio Chianti. I just want to go ahead and toast to everyone who's keeping it positive in times of darkness. And even if you're not going through anything, thank God the storm hasn't hit you and your way. God is good. But despite anything, for everybody keeping it positive through the ups and downs and the roller coasters of life, cheers to you. Cheers to your family. Everybody out there, let's keep it real. Let's keep it positive. Let's be motivated and keep going, guys, okay? Cheers, guys. Let's taste this and see what it tastes like. This one is called Do What You Need. Now, everybody knows this track. Now, this ain't no bitter track. I didn't say it was all bitter. I said I went through a bitter time when I wrote this album. But the songs are empowering still, and this one is called Do What You Need. Listen.
Don't think I can leave you here right here.
This is a love song, baby. I'll do whatever you need, baby. Yeah.
Listen. You and I both know it'll never be the same. But here I am once again, in my place with you in my head. I really want you to stay with me.
This is a very different taste, honey.
Let's get your hair done.
Oh my God.
I'll do what you need.
I love all wines so big, but Lord, this tastes like
it's only. I'll do what you need. You don't ever have to go. No one will ever know. No, you're leaving me here without you. I'll do what you need. Oh, you don't ever have to go. No one will ever know that it's real. If you leave me out here without you.
yeah. Listen.
My life has changed so much since you came around. Just ain't the same. It changed so much since you come around. We play those silly games. Now it shouldn't be the same. I'm what y'all need and more. Should be all you're looking for. I'll do what you need. I'll wash your clothes. I'll cook your dinner, baby. You don't ever have to go. No one will ever know that it's real. You leaving me here without you.
This is such a beautiful song. This song has blessed so many people. Big shout out to Philadelphia. Philadelphia held me down with this song. Y'all can go to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Tylamar online, and check out that performance live in Philadelphia with me singing Do What You Need. Listen, you just can't leave me here. You just can't leave me here. I need you. Babe, you're my everything. Remember, it's on me. I need you. See, that's what you gotta tell somebody that you don't want to leave you. Sometimes you gotta fight for people, y'all, especially if it's real. If you a real one, fight for that person that you want. Ain't nothing wrong with fighting for somebody. Ain't nobody gonna fight forever. Ain't nobody gonna be chasing nobody forever, that's for sure. But I'll definitely fight for you if I want you. And if you're worth it. I'll do what you need. So that's Do What You Need, guys. I hope you guys like that one as well. That was an amazing song. Big shout out to Tone the artist for producing that beat. As soon as I heard that beat, I was like, oh my God, this is so Tylamar. I loved it. And everybody knows that I go crazy over beats. I mean, I will be in the studio with producers and listening to beats. And they would just be sitting there like, Ty, you cannot have this one. This beat belongs to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it. So don't even try it, Ty, period. Don't even try it, okay? But that was Do What You Need, and that was an amazing song. And I'm gonna be very honest, guys. I have everything written down, but I don't remember when I released this album. But it was actually after 2007, of course, because I released Personal in 2007. Personal, most of those songs were written years and years before. But of course, I released my first album, Personal, in 2007. And I don't remember when I released Lost Love Letters. But at any rate, I released it, and it was it is an amazing album. So, you know, you guys will be hearing more of Lost Love Letters soon, because it's not on all digital platforms right now. but you can locate some of the songs on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and listen to. Go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. Forgive me for saying go listen to, but go ahead and listen to it. But go to my YouTube channel to catch it. And there's a triple play video, I think. Yeah, I called it triple play. And the cover is red. And it says Lost Love Letter. So go ahead and check it out. You can listen to 3 songs from that album. Now, a little bit about this Shiati. Because for everybody just joining us on Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for supporting Wine Tasting with Tylamar. I've gotten so many people that told me they love the show. They may not be able to watch live, but they do watch the clips and they get a kick out of the clips. And, I appreciate all of that love and I appreciate all of that support of, all the support of my show and my music. I truly appreciate it. So now, guys, this Bellagio Chianti, this is what we're tasting today on Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15. For everybody who is just joining, if you're joining us late, shame on you. But anyway, no, I know that people have lives and things, because I definitely have one, so I'm not always available, so I know you guys aren't either. But who's supposed to be here is here. I always say that. So now, and I take clear note of that, so I do want to thank everybody who takes the opportunity out of their busy schedule to sit live with me. I do appreciate that. And everybody, just everybody who watches the videos, I appreciate you all, okay? Now, this is definitely a dry wine, okay? Red blend from the Chianti region in Italy. I'm going to say Philly. This wine did not come from Philly, okay? Now, guys, it is very dry. It reminds me almost of Merlot, because it doesn't taste like Merlot, but when it hits your lips, it's like super dry. Like, those type of wines that it hits your lips and it's super dry, But like they said, this type of wine goes great with pastas and things like that because of that sauce. I think it's the sauce. Wine guys, wine people, wine connoisseurs, let me know. Is it the sauce that makes it? I think the mixture of that sauce with the pasta and taste and everything like that really makes the wine. Hey, cheers. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers. Yes, cheers to you. Cheers to a blessed week. Cheers to more money. Cheers to long life and luxurious longevity for you and your family. Oh my goodness, yes, I had one African wine that was Obiqua wine. So if you have any African wines, please leave those comments below. If you have any brands that I should try, because I certainly want to try the African wines, and I really want to come to Africa to try them. Don't even get me started, but I definitely want to do that. So that is definitely true. Now, guys, this is a very dry wine, but at the end, it has hints of sweetness to it. You know what I'm saying? So, there is like these hints of, and like they said, it's enhanced with, I think they said cherry. What did they say here? Kind of like a cherry or something. It said, I don't know, y'all. Look. Yeah, they said it goes good with like beef, veal, and poultry. You know what I'm saying? And, for you guys that are meat eaters, you guys can have this with beef. And I know they probably taste so good. You know what I'm saying? With that, because of those it's all about combining the taste together, with the wines. Oh my goodness. I love it, guys. I do. But they said, and then we'll get back into my album, my second album. But they said, hints of like berry, fruit, and cherry. You know what I'm saying? So I do taste that. Wine is so amazing, man, because, I taste it at the end. Like when you first taste it, it's bitter, but then at the end, it gives you a whole nother taste and it smooths it kind of out, Yeah, the Chianti. So, cheers, bro, cheers. So, so this is really good, guys. I love all types of wine. It is a very dry wine. It is a very bitter wine. So if you are not the type of person that likes that type of wine, I don't recommend this one for you. Go watch all the other 14 videos of Wine Tasting with Tylamar. All the other 14 episodes, shall I say, of Wine Tasting with Tylamar at www.youtube.com/TylamarOnline. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button as well. And there are tons of wines that we have tasted, honey. So you guys will definitely like some of those. Okay, we'll do some of the reviews and see what the other people are saying about this Chianti. Big shout out to Italy, baby. I can't wait to come. Milan, here I come, baby. All right, This next song is called Hang Up. Listen to this one, guys. Now, again, we're listening to my second album, Lost Love Letters. Listen.
Hang up this telephone.
Cheers, y'all.
Is that what I need to do? Hang up on you so I can get back on my grind. I'll hang up on you.
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that harmony? I want y'all to know that that's all me. In all of my songs, I do all of the vocal arranging. I do all of the arrangements of the song. And I do all of the background vocals and everything. So you are not hearing anybody but Tylamar. There is only one song that I did that has somebody else's vocals in the background, which is me. Now, the lyrics to this song I want to make very clear because this is another empowering song. And you know what? And I want to take that back because I said earlier that this album was it was like a bitter album. And I take that back. This was not a bitter album. I went through some very, very hard things and hard relationships and things like that during this album, which made me bitter. You know what I'm saying? So I did express that in some of the songs, but all of these songs are empowering. This song is called Hang Up, and it says, hang up on you so I can get back on my grind. You'll never catch me slipping. Maybe it's you who's dipping. Hang up this telephone, you tripping. Listen, I'll hang up on you. This song is about somebody who is constantly nagging you and bothering you, and all you're doing is in the studio writing your music. This goes for me. Writing your music, writing your songs, you know, hooking up with producers, doing your studio stuff. You know what I'm saying? And try to blast off this career. That's all you're doing. But you got somebody in your ear talking about you out here running the streets. No. Hang up this telephone so I can get back to my grind, like Beyonce said. Now, I said this before Beyonce even came out with that song. But Beyonce said it too. Stop interrupting my grinding, she said. So she said it a different way, but it means the same thing. You feel me? So we're going to run that back, guys. This one is called Hang Up from my second album, Lost Love Letters. Get into it, guys. We're going to rock out. Yeah.
This is how we do this. Hang up this telephone and block you on my mind. Is that what I need to do? Hang up on you so I can get back on my grind. I'll hang up on you. You'll never catch me slipping. Baby, it's you who's dipping. Hang up this telephone. You tripping. Listen, I'll hang up on you.
Why do we even try, baby? Doing the best that I can with everything that I am. Won't you try, baby, to be the woman I need instead of chasing me? And y'all know that all that woman, that was back when I was in the closet, so it's man now. But it's all good. Them labels don't mean nothing, baby. Them labels don't mean nothing. Some people know what I'm talking about. Labels don't mean a damn thing. But no, for all that, yeah, since like Lil Nas X, they asking him why did he say it. I'ma say it too. I'm into me. He said it because he can say it, and that shit like, listen, y'all, listen.
I'll be home real soon over here.
Thank you. I see those fire symbols. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the heart. Thank you, for real.
Hang up this telephone and block you on my mind.
Is that what I need to do?
Hang up
It's so
on
hard
you
to be
so I can get back on. I'll hang up on you. You'll never catch me slipping.
Yeah.
It's you who's dipping. Hang up this telephone. You tripping.
I'm sorry, I'm talking out loud. I'm just trying to keep my schedule here. I got a couple things to do. Listen. hope you guys enjoyed that. You gotta really tell people sometimes when they're blocking you, and or not say blocking you, but trying to, because nobody can block you unless you allow them to. I don't allow people in my space like that. You can't block, you can't stop anything that I got going on, because the energy over here is at an all-time high at all times. You know what I'm saying? But you have people that will try to come in, that will try to infiltrate and block your, and stop you from doing what you're doing. Sometimes it's even unintentional. And in that song, I'm talking about things that may have been like, okay, in a relationship, you got a jealous person. You got somebody that's extremely jealous, and you let them know, hey, I love you. You get on my last nerve, because you just gotta understand that this is my career, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? But right now I gotta hang up on you because I got a job to do. I got not a job, because my career, my passion is definitely not my job. Nah, a job is something different. A job is a 9 to 5. A job is, I don't get down with a job. This is my passion. So stop. You interrupted, like Beyonce said, you interrupted my grind. So anyway, this next one right here is called Let's Toast. Before Kanye came out with Let's Toast to all the assholes and whatever he said, I came out with Let's Toast. I just want to make that clear. No shade to Kanye. I love Kanye West. Big shout out to Kanye, okay? I love Kanye. At any rate, I came out with Let's Toast. Let's Toast is basically about, it's about the fact that, I'm telling a story. Now, I've never been through this particular situation, but I can relate to going through, hurt and pain in a relationship and things like that. But I have never been through this situation at all, and I never want to go through it. But, this is, music for me is also storytelling. For many that don't know, when I was younger, I started writing novels. You know what I'm saying? I used to write novels at a young age, and I still have some of them and things like that. So, in my music, I also would tell a story. Music is also storytelling. You know what I'm saying? So, in a lot of my songs, I'll walk you through exactly what happened. And in this song, I'm walking you through coming into my house and catching my girl in a bed with another man. You know what I'm saying? So that's the basis of this story. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a story. You know what I'm saying? Within a song. And I'm basically saying, hey, he don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to go nowhere. Let me go get this wine. I'm going to get y'all wine glasses and mine, and we're going to toast. And I want you to pack your stuff and peace out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need for y'all to run, and ain't no need for y'all to go nowhere. I see him in the bed, and I know that y'all getting down. Ain't no need for nobody to go nowhere. We just going to toast to the fact that it's over and move on. Oh, and I know that's right. This one is called Let's Toast, y'all.
I'd like to propose a toast. You really deserve it.
Cheers, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed night and a blessed week. It's hump day, guys. Yeah. Let's go. I smile. You're not worth tears I cry. These raindrops are inside, not outside. Let the rain fall. Let the rain fall. Let the rain down. All my music is written by myself and copywritten.
Surprised to see you home so early. You look shocked when I walked in early.
Listen to the story, y'all.
What's this on my floor? Gravy? No.
It's a chocolate stain. Lazy. What was they doing with chocolate in my house?
I'll tell you I love you and I walk in my room. A nigga in my bed without no t-shirt on.
You can stay right there, no need to run. Ain't gonna get violent.
Bring me a glass of wine so we can toast one.
I smile. You're not worth tears I cry. These raindrops. Hey, ain't nobody crying over nobody. It may hurt, but it'll hurt on the inside. Ain't nobody crying over you. And if I am gonna cry over you, you damn sure ain't gonna sing it.
Keep crying, 'cause you made this.
Ooh, why'd you do it if you don't mean it?
Don't explain, won't leave me again.
No. Hey, I love my background. I can't help it. Tell you I love you while I pack up my. Hey, you know I love you, baby. Yeah, I said tell you I love you while I pack up your night bag. Spend the night with him. I think you'll like that.
But before
is what they originally used to put it in back in the day. Isn't that beautiful, guys? I love this display. I love this. Y'all gotta go out and get Bellagio Shiatsi, baby, if you're into red wine. It's all your fault, baby. Don't know why you whine it. As tears roll down, baby, let's go some red wine. Hey, you ain't worth my tears. So in this song, I'm basically saying, you're not worth my tears. So actually, I completely take back my statement in the beginning of this video. Oh my guys, this was not a bitter album. This is an album of overcoming situations and relationships that are hurtful and people that take advantage. And there is nothing wrong with that, honey, and we gonna toast to that. So this wasn't a bitter album, but the bitterness that I felt basically made this album what it is, you know? This one is called Falling in Love.
I don't know what to do.
She keep calling the G1. Now y'all remember the G1 cell phone? That's how far back this goes. Whenever that was, that's when this was real. The G1 cell phone, honey, where you take that thing and you flip it up and it flip to the side. Lord have mercy.
If I come back to
Listen.
you, will you take care of me?
Hey!
When you said you never leave, all that was a lie. If I gave you your way, will you come back to me?
I just gotta listen to this. Listen, y'all.
Okay to you living the lie. Said I would never leave. Said I'd never leave you. Over and over again, baby. Falling in love with you. Things were just so
Till something invaded this group. You ever been in love and then had to fall out of love? Because something just happened. Something wasn't right. Something wasn't there. You know, the person that you was with threw a left curve. You know, they curved and threw you completely off. And things were going great until something just invaded the groove, baby. Hey, and then you gotta fall out of love. That's tough, y'all. That's what this song speaks about. Falling in love and then having to fall out of love, which is which is so hard, guys. Hopefully this empowers somebody. If you're somebody right now that's going through and you fell in love with somebody and you have to now fall out of love with that person because that person has left you, or just because you left that person and you know that it was in your benefit to leave that person and you have to fall out of love with them, this song is for you. Let it empower you. You are not alone. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. If somebody leaves you, it was for a reason. If you had to leave somebody, it was for a reason. Trust your gut. God got you.
Things were just so till something invaded his world. I'm falling out of love again.
Hey!
Something's just not it.
I feel that.
I'm so unaware of this move.
Watch this. I'm falling in love with you. Falling in love with you. What am I gonna do? Got nothing to prove. I'm falling.
Something's just not it.
Yeah.
I'm so unaware.
Listen. Your love is a mess. Your love is a mess. You played us like chess. Your love just this is what you tell them. Your love was untrue. What you trying to do? That shit must run in your crew. That shit don't run in my crew. Hey. Woo. I'm tired of all these games you like to play. I don't wanna play.
What you trying to
Hey.
must be just the truth.
Yeah.
In love with you. Things were just so cool till something.
Let that rock. Big shout out to Total Artist on the beat though. I love you, bro. That's my brother.
Something's just not there. I'm so unaware of this move. I'm falling in love with you. But just so cool till something.
Falling out of love, yeah.
Something's just not there. I'm so unaware of this move.
my God, y'all. That song took me right on through, guys. If you can relate, if you've ever been in love with somebody, and you know, it takes a lot for me personally to fall in love. Instagram is about to shut y'all off in just a minute. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Instagram. I'm on www.facebook.com/Tylamar Global. You can head over there. It's gonna end there soon too, but thank you to everybody that tuned in on Instagram. I truly love you guys. Yeah, but if you've ever been in a situation where you have actually fell in love with somebody, and it's very hard for me to fall in love. I don't just fall in love with anything and anyone. You know what I'm saying? And when you do fall in love with somebody, you know what I'm saying, and you finally say, okay, this is the right person, and you give them your heart, and then, hey, I don't know who that is. Hey, T! Hey, boo! I can see. Okay, I can see you. Hey, baby. You know, and if you've ever been in that situation where you've had to fall in love, deeply in love. Yes, guys! If you had to fall deeply in love with somebody, and then, you know, they did you wrong, or, you know, threw you a curve to the left and this and that, and you really had to then fall out of love. Anybody that's ever been in that situation, go listen to Falling in Love. It'll empower you. It'll inspire you. It'll let you know that you're not alone. It'll let you know that it's okay. You know, get up out of that situation. Fall out of love. And although it may be hard, and although it may hurt your heart, and although that process is not a wonderful process, and it's not a great... I miss you too, Tia. I miss you more, baby. And you looking real good in that profile pic, boo. Mwah! But, yeah, you know, it's very hard to fall out of love. And, you know, it's a shame that you have to do it, but sometimes it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. That just means that that person wasn't for you. That just means that that individual wasn't, you know, who God had for you. You know what I mean? And I don't care how hard and how bad it hurts and how hard it is to get over a person. I don't want to be with nobody that's not for me. I ain't going to be with nobody that I have to settle for, and that I have to do whatever. Who cares? What they talk about? If they gonna put it, they'll put it, right? I don't care about that. Sorry guys, I'm on multiple platforms. There's so much going on. Anyway, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you've ever been there, you know, it's hard. It's hard to fall out of love with somebody after you've been with them for so long, and after you guys have went on dates, and you know what I'm saying? And you guys have spent time, and y'all Netflix and chilling, Hulu and chilling, Amazon Prime and chilling. You know what I mean? You do it so much, and it's like, wow, now I have to just fall out of love. You know, I've definitely been there several times, you know, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually thankful for it, because it brings me closer to who I'm supposed to be with. It brings me closer to the man that I was meant to be with. I don't want to be with nobody that's like that. I don't want to be with nobody that throw me no curveball and that don't really want me wholeheartedly. You can kick rocks. I definitely know my worth. I ain't about to sit around here and stick around. Stick around for who, for what? Yeah, no, that definitely is not me. I've done it before. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I've been there where I stuck around when I wasn't supposed to. But lesson learned, baby. Oh, it's a whole new thing. Oh, no. Oh, hell to the no. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Wine Tasting with Tylamar, episode 15. Yeah, we're on episode 15. I just want to reiterate that. You know what I'm saying? We've come a long way, y'all. We've come a very long way. For everybody just tuning in, we are tasting Bellagio Chianti. And this is a beautiful display of a bottle. You know what I'm saying? So we toasting over here. If you're into dry wines, this is a red wine. It is dry. If you're not into a dry wine, that would not be for you. But I admonish you guys to go out and check it out, and, you know, go and taste it and things. And once again, guys, I hope that you guys are having a blessed and productive day. My heart goes out to everybody who is mourning the loss of somebody that you know, their family, friend, or, you know, cousin, aunt, uncle, mother, father, who passed away during this senseless tragedy on 9/11. My heart goes out to you. I've been praying for you all day. I've been posting for you as well. And those energies and that energy and this energy is moving through the atmosphere for you. Okay? So big shout out to everybody who is still up. Big shout out that I'm ending that. So God bless those people. But big shout out to everybody keeping it positive in spite of all the negativity. This is for you. Big shout out to all my young black entrepreneurs and all my black entrepreneurs doing your thing like myself. Big shout out to you. It is not easy out here running your own company. It's a blessing. It's amazing. I'm passionate about everything that I am. Y'all know music is my passion, so it's definitely not work. You know what I'm saying? This is fun, but it is definitely, well, I don't want to say it's definitely not work. It's hard work is what I'm trying to say, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's not no J-O-B, but it's hard work. So big shout out to everybody living in that entrepreneur life. Big shout out to everybody making ends meet for their family. However, you know, big shout out to everybody working in corporate America. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that either. You know what I'm saying? If that's your thing, big shout out to you. Everybody going to work every day, working their 9 to 5, working their 8 to 7, and working 10 and 12-hour days to make it happen and to put food on the table for their family and a roof over your own head. Big shout out to you. You should be commended for that as well. Keep striving, keep grinding, because I know them office folk can be a mess. So big shout out to y'all. And we gonna burn some sage for the hate. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know that they be hating on us. Let's just run away. This one is called Run Away. It's available on all digital platforms. Make sure you guys are going to listen to Flight 1226, the remix. The original version, oh my goodness. The original version is on by Run Away. Any place. Oh. The original version of Flight 1226 is on my album Concepcion, which was released on June 20th. That is available on all digital platforms as well. Flight 1226 just came out last month, the remix. So go check out the remix. I switched it up a little bit, and I'm very excited about that. Big things are going, buddy. I love you too. I see those hearts, and I love you. Tonight, I won't do anything to jeopardize this relationship that we have, baby. I'm speaking to my future husband, y'all. Give me a moment. Babe, you know I'll never do anything to jeopardize what we have. I don't care how mad they get, babe. This is forever. You ain't going nowhere, but neither am I. You already know, babe. Ow.
You're all I wanna know. In my heart of love.
I know that was tough. Hey! I love you too, Andrea. Thank you for checking in, baby. The show is about done, boo. But you gotta rewind it and watch it, Andrea. This was a great show, baby. I love you.
If you ever need me and the stress is sweet, 'cause I can't go one single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you love release.
Yeah.
That I've been with, I know you're right with me.
Come on, rock with me.
I'm gonna ride with you.
Hey!
I'm gonna ride with you.
Hey! Oh!
I'm gonna ride with you.
Okay. Up down.
You're driving me wild, can't explain how I feel. I won't do anything to make you cry. I won't do anything to jeopardize.
Can y'all believe that we are on Wine Tasting with Tylamar episode 15, baby? Hey! Look at God.
This is too good to be true. Since you've been here, everything has been perfect.
I need everybody at home to rock with me like this. Everybody at home, rock with me. Whether you watching now or whether you watching later on, I want you to do like this. Give me that energy. I don't know why my nipple keeps showing. Maybe my nipple just want to come out. It's all good.
I can't imagine it.
Let nipples
Hey! 'Cause I can't go one single day without you here with me. I won't do anything to jeopardize this love you love release that I've been with. I know you'll rock with me. I'm gonna ride.
Hey!
I'm gonna ride with you.
I'm gonna rock with you, baby.
I'm gonna ride. There's no other
I love you. I love you all. But I gotta go. Big things are gone, okay? I may be back a little later depending on how I feel. Love y'all. Yeah, y'all see all that. Bye.